Hi everyone, my name is Daniel Starks. I'm the Communications Manager for the City of Greenville. Now, we know that City Council meetings can sometimes be really hard to follow, so we created these videos to create a quick, straightforward recap of what happened at the week's meeting. So these are just the highlights and what they mean for you. So let's jump in. We started the meeting with a pretty cool recognition for some Greenville High School students. Mayor Jerry Ransom recognized the Greenville High School Iron Lions Solar Car team for their accomplishments this year. Now, these students build, design, and race an actual solar-powered vehicle, and it's a pretty incredible example of the talent, engineering, and innovation happening right here in Greenville. By the way, this team actually is now their 8th national championship, and it's just incredible what's happening at Greenville ISD. Moving into the regular agenda, the first item dealt with the transferring of ownership of Power Lane Road from the City of Greenville to Juice. However, that item was postponed prior to the meeting. Mayor Ransom announced the postponement, and council moved on without discussing and taking action on it. Next, council heard a presentation for and approved the 2027 annual work plan for the Greenville Board of Development and the 4A Economic Development Corporation, as well as its fiscal year 26-27 budget. Council also approved the final payment to Crossland Construction for the Emergency Operations Center, totaling just over $718,000. Now, this is retainage. It's essentially money that is held back until construction work is completed and the requirements of the contract have been satisfied. Now, with that work now complete, Council authorized the final payment. This $718,000 was included in the original bid, so it's nothing extra that they weren't accounting for. Next up, Council approved a lease agreement with Hunt Regional Healthcare for space inside the new Greenville Sports Park Center. Now, this agreement's going to bring in just over $14,000 a month and will give Hunt Regional a presence inside the facility and add another health and wellness component to the services available there. Now, we then get to an item dealing with public information requests, or PIRs, and I want to spend a little bit of extra time explaining this one because it can sound a lot more restrictive than it actually is. So what council passed is basically a rule to where if you send in a public information request and send in several throughout the month, if it takes our employees 15 man-hours or more, you're going to have to start paying for those information requests. Now, that's monthly. If it's yearly, you have a limit of 36 man-hours for the year. So first and foremost, this does not take away your right to request public information from the city. Texas law already allows governmental entities to establish reasonable limits for the amount of employee time spent fulfilling requests, specifically from the same individual, before the governmental entity can recover the additional personnel costs. Now, Greenville is simply adopting that provision locally, just as other governmental entities have done. And there's a practical reason for doing it. With the creation and popularity of artificial intelligence, we're seeing an increasing number of extremely large AI-written and in some cases AI-automated public information requests. And every one of those requests still has to be located, researched, reviewed, tracked, and responded to by actual employees. Now, when one individual submits enough requests to require dozens or potentially hundreds of staff hours, those are hours employees aren't able to spend doing the other city work that taxpayers are also paying them to do. So rather than simply adding additional employees and asking taxpayers to fund those positions, this policy uses the limits that are provided for in the Texas Government Code section 552.275. 36 man-hours during a 12-month period with a limit of 15 man-hours in a single month. Now, those numbers and that timing, by the way, come directly from that state law, not from the City of Greenville. And again, that doesn't mean you suddenly lose access to public information once you reach those limits. You can still make the request, you simply have to pay for the additional employee time required to fulfill them. And finally, City Manager Summer Spurlock gave her monthly status update for July. Just to give you a quick snapshot, city crews repaired 128 potholes, swept 274 miles of streets, cleared 13 intersections of line-of-sight obstructions, replaced 70 signs, issued 14 building permits, and 18 certificates of occupancy. And Greenville Police issued 412 traffic citations, all of that during the month of July. And that's your quick recap of this week's City Council meeting. As always, if you'd like to take a deeper look at any of these items, you can find the full agenda and supporting documents at greenvilletx.gov. And remember, I'm not the maker, I'm just the messenger. So if you've got any comments or concerns, we'd love to have you join us at the next City Council meeting at City Hall on September 8th at 6 p.m. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a few weeks.